Initializing recap.
There is a great evil coming to not just Casamal, but the entire universe. Do you know what that is?
Something's blood?
That is the blood of a Valai.
Oh man, that opened up a lot more questions suddenly.
I am not sure how someone has managed to get a hold of our blood, but they are corrupting it. And if they continue to do so, they will unleash something unstoppable. You're coming into Merrick, where you first landed when you visited Uceron, but you noticed something very different. The small, sleepy town is now a sprawling metropolis. Merrick.
I turn around.
It's Zane. He looks down at you and then wraps his arms around you and says, "Mother is dead."
Recap complete.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of No Quest for the Wicked. Gentlemen, I have two questions for you.
Yes.
Are you ready to rock?
Oh, you know it.
Yes.
Yeah.
More importantly, are you ready to roll?
Yes.
Also, yes.
Yes, the focus isn't on me this time, so I'm very excited.
We're about to roll my mother into her grave.
Oh no. just gently shove her into the hole.
Durrin, you wake up in a pit.
Oh, damn it.
No. You are currently standing in Dusty's Refresher, what used to be a dive bar, but now seems to be like a tourist attraction on the planet of Uceron in the city of Gentino. And Merrick, your older brother and sort of rival, has just embraced you and told you that your mother has died.
Yeah. Dusty, can I get a large bottle of something, please?
I'm going to put a hand on Merrick's shoulder.
Yeah, right away, Merrick. And Dusty, zips on over to the bar and grabs something and comes back with 4 glasses.
I currently, Merrick is not embracing Zane back right away. Let's take a seat, and you can tell me what happened.
Merrick, I think you've misunderstood what this is. This isn't really a social call, and this isn't a moment for us to bond.
I didn't want that, so that's fair.
Fantastic. If you recall, the last time I saw you, I told you that I would kill you the next time we met.
That's what I was expecting, yes.
I still intend to keep that promise. However, the timeline has been pushed back a little due to the circumstances. I felt like it was in Mother's honor to inform you of what happened. And by that I mean the fact that she's dead. That's the details you're getting from me. With her death, I am now in charge of the tribe.
Alright, so why does the new leader of our family have the free time to come to a little old planet to track me down?
Because Merrick, you used to be a part of this family. And as I said, I owed it to Mother's memory to inform you.
I don't know if Mother and I ever had a full conversation. I believe I was just quiet and shaking every time she spoke.
She held a certain affection for you.
Sure. Alright, you're here. You're trying not to kill me, so why? What do you need before I do my quiet grief?
I am letting you know that you are no longer a part of this family. You had a chance to return, and instead you chose to gallivant the verse with these people. And he looks at Durrin and Cody.
Cody waves.
I nod.
He, almost looks like he's going to be sick. He scowls and his eyes narrow, and he looks back at you, Merrick, and says, I need to remove the stain that you put on our family.
So now we're getting to the killing part.
Yes.
Oh, fine.
I will let you mourn. I will let you grieve. And then I will find you again and I will kill you.
We can just do this now. We don't need to put it off.
He looks around and he says, not here, but soon.
Zane, I don't know what you're expecting this to be, but in the last time since we saw each other, in the last year, I have become so much more than I used to be. I have become what you and Mother feared me to be. I've become like my father, and I am more than happy to show you that whenever, wherever you would like. Could you remind me what the name of the second eldest sibling was? There were so many I always forgot, because when you do, you should let them know that they'll be in charge soon enough.
He nods, and you can see that there is a very, very slight smile. And he says, "See you around, Merrick." And he turns around and leaves.
We only need 3 glasses, Dusty. You can take one of those back.
No, so it's okay. We can keep it.
You could have 2.
All right, I do have 4 arms.
True. Are you okay? And I'm like still just kind of like patting his back.
I'm fine. I'm a little bit more confused by Zane's weird show he just put on. I don't know why. It seems a weird way to go about what he tried to do, but let's take a seat. Let me collect my thoughts for a moment, and then...
I guess this is a question for Ryan. How much does Durrin and Cody know about your family and your past in this sense?
I believe you were... I believe have we established that Durrin was here the last time Zane and Merrick met, where Durrin was a part of the crew?
Were you part of the Persistence when he met?
I would say, yeah. I would say he's been part of the Persistence for...
Victor...
Not the Persistence, the Maverick.
Benson found you half dead, right? That was the...
Yes, you're right. Yeah, no, Victor did find me half dead. Never mind.
Then yes.
So
Durrin would have been there when you were brought on the ship, almost dead.
Yeah, so you know that he's the one who beat the shit out of me.
Oh, he was nicer than I expected.
Yeah. Why did he come? How did he know we were here?
Man, that just keeps happening, doesn't it? We just people seem to know where we are in a very, very consistent way. It's very unnerving.
We're bad at stealth.
We are bad at stealth.
We are. Well,
okay.
You're bad at stealth.
Let's process this real quick. So, my brother just came here, threatened to kill me in the strangest way possible. Embrace me for a moment. I checked my pockets. Am I missing anything?
No.
Son of a... Okay. Oh, man.
All right.
He actually hugged you.
Yeah, it was very bizarre.
What?
The closest we ever came to hugging was in combat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grief makes people do weird things. Maybe.
Why? There's got to be another reason or another angle he's playing here.
Maybe he misses you.
There's nothing official about coming here to tell me I'm not a part of the family. I already assumed that when I didn't go back. I don't get it. I feel like I'm missing something. Also, how did she die? He wouldn't give me any information.
I'm assuming he might be trying to get you back to your home planet, maybe.
Why? You could have done it here. What's the benefit of me going back?
Dramatic irony.
He mentioned us staying, right? If he wanted to make an example, maybe he need the people he rules to see it.
There you go.
Did they like him?
Do they like my brother?
Yeah.
There was certainly a large faction of people who did. Our family was very political. There's a lot of different, I don't even remember how many brothers and sisters I have. 12, 20, I don't.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
When you throw a number out, it'll become official.
Yeah. Dane, did we ever establish an official number before I throw one out there?
I think it's 11.
11. All right. Yeah, there's
11 unique voices.
Oh, yeah. So there's 11 of us.
Zane pops his head and says, "Oh, so they're all dead too."
No, they're not Zane. They all have distinctly different accents from different geopolitical places and are established in the old established Earth. Okay.
Yeah, when they went out for the tempering, they all acquired different accents.
I actually just got a new magic item, and whenever I press the button, we get to see 6 minutes of the council of Merrick's family.
Yeah, okay.
I want to see what they're talking about right now, Dan.
Well, the funny thing is they do a ritual that allows them to speak telepathically. So they're all just sitting in a circle staring at each other.
All right. But no, all right. It's so hard not to make light of my insane family.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss, man. I think.
But I don't know. Lily, Durrin, when we spoke the other day, I told you how scared of her I was.
Yeah, I remember.
And for someone to kill her, or for her to die?
I don't think kill her is... I don't think anyone killed her, because otherwise there would be a whole quest for revenge or something like that. I mean, Zane would just come here to recruit you rather than just...
I feel like Zane would have mentioned it, even given his feelings for you.
No, Zane could have been the one to kill her, to be fair.
But is that in his wheelhouse?
I don't know. Probably not. He's pretty pathetic.
He seems pretty okay with killing family, though, given
Yeah.
his recent speech.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I feel like if she was murdered, obviously, then maybe he would have came here to blame me as a reason to kill me. But I don't know.
I pour everyone a drink. Maybe take a minute.
Yeah, I will.
Outside, you hear a large, engine, and then murmuring and a few shouts and screams.
Oh, it looks like he only delayed it by 5 minutes. That was nice of him.
Let's go see what's going on. Put it on a tab, Dusty. I don't know if I still have one left.
I can start doing one for you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Dusty.
He's already zipped off to take care of some other customers.
I'm Dalton. Drink by drink.
Oh, fuck yeah. What the hell were your stupid names?
Duke, Dalton, and Arnold.
Yeah, Dalton and Arnold. Except
Right.
Merrick called me Durrin in the. Yeah, all right. It's too late. It's over. Let's just go. This isn't happening.
The best laid plans.
We're so good at sticking to the plan, aren't we? Merrick is so good at espionage.
All right, let's head outside.
Okay, yeah, you walk outside and the hot sun of Uceron has been eclipsed by a fairly large ship, about the size of the Persistence. And it is currently hovering over the little town square, sort of courtyard area in front of Dusty's Refresher and the hotel. And there is a small fountain in the middle and a couple storefronts, and it is sort of a round plaza. You see a hatch at the bottom of the ship open up, and a man drop down onto the roof. And he looks out over the crowd that has begun to gather, and he says, "People of Gentino, it is time to acknowledge that the Federation's rule of Casemol is over. You have squandered resources. You have watched many die under their rule. Kneel before the Empire and allow the rightful rulers of Casemol to take control once again."
Can we just have a normal day? Do we just go from being murdered in space to now coming here, my mother dying?
And resistance fighters, I guess, freedom fighters.
And the Sonoran Empire just showed up, I
Yeah.
believe.
Are they Sonoran?
Give me a culture check.
I might actually have that now. I do.
It's one of the few things I do have, but it's Garbo.
Natural 20, baby.
Natural 20.
Me and
I got
Terry are
7.
so aware if these are
Oh my
Sonorans or
god.
not.
The mind meld has happened again.
Yes, the
Give us every
Sonoran,
piece of fucking information.
the Sonoran appearance is pretty distinct. They have a grayish blue skin and these large. Well, I mean, they're not always large, but they have sort of like a unique black or dark gray or white twisted horns, almost like a ram that come out of their heads. They're not always the same. Sometimes they go up and over, sometimes they curl in front, but that is usually a very distinctive feature of the Sonoran people. You can tell that what he is wearing also is sort of like traditional imperial robes and garb. The ship is also a Sonoran ship.
Does it have a name?
You can't tell.
Can I roll a
I'm-
piloting check to try to figure it out?
I think it would be impossible to tell from like the bottom of a ship what the ship's name is.
Fair.
Let's keep our heads down until we have a reason not to.
Oddly enough, I do not want to get involved in this one.
No. I would love to get revenge for our fallen comrades, but this is not the time.
You hear some of the crowd just be like, "Boo! You suck! Get out of here, Empire scum!" And you see someone who is currently manning like a small food truck grab a tomato and huck it at the dude. And with impressive reflexes and dexterity, he snatches it out of the air and squeezes as the juice runs down his forearm. And he says, "Very well, you will fall then, and we will rebuild from your ashes." And he presses a button that he pulls out of his sleeve. You see 3 more hatches at the bottom of the ship open up, and these cages drop out. And when they hit the ground, there's a moment where people scatter as they're almost crushed by some of these cages. And there's a silence before a hiss, and the cage walls fall down, and there are 2 sharkrillas and 2 other hybrid monsters that dive into the ground. Everyone roll me some initiative.
Oh my god, Dane, I'm so happy right now. You have no idea.
You love sharkrillas?
It's street sharks, all right? Come on.
They're now on a street, so it's even more impressive.
Exactly. I was like, before it was just kind of like a vague idea, but now they're actually street sharks, and I'm pretty happy about that.
Are the other ones cowboys?
Nice.
Got him. If we fight, we're really bringing attention to ourselves.
Yeah, we can't let innocent people die.
We could.
Cody just looks at you.
Well, we're bad at it. We would have been discovered either way. This wouldn't have lasted long, you know?
I think our false identities lasted about what?
Less
5
than a
minutes?
round of combat.
Yeah.
They literally lasted until the first person we talked to.
Walked in like, oh, hey, Merrick, and then...
My brother is here. Like,
Yeah, didn't he like yell your name out?
your brother came in and just like dropped your social security number and then left.
I know, he just didn't do anything. I'm so confused by him.
It's almost worse in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Well, if he's been silver liquided.
Yeah, he's always been that much of an asshole.
Okay, let's go, boys. Initiative, give him to me.
20.
21.
23.
Durrin, you're up first. You have two sharkrillas who are currently just sort of like taking swipes at people as they've run away. And then there are also these two creatures that immediately dove underground and have burrowed underneath.
And I'll look to the American Cody like, the moment we start this fight, we're bringing a spotlight to us. I'm going to follow your lead on this, okay?
Well, it's fine. Let's be the torch that chases out the shadows of our enemies.
Okay. And then I will activate my cloaking device and hide in plain sight.
Okay.
I have a 28 stealth on that.
One of the sharks sees you.
He would.
The other one doesn't. But you can see his, like, the nose on him begin to sort of, like, sniff.
Okay.
And Merrick, it's your turn.
All right, how far away is the closest shark?
About 30 feet.
All right, enough to go. So Merrick is going to go into photon mode. He's got this pent up anger from seeing his brother. He's going to run up and he's going to make an attack as he's going to go for his little shark. Does it have legs now? Did it always have legs?
It doesn't have legs. It moves around by, like, gorilla style, like, two arms dragging it around.
All right, I'm just going to go for its lower fin, weird body part. This thing is disgusting.
Nice.
Not a great one. That's just going to be 18.
That is not enough.
Okay, yeah. So Merrick just can't get over his disgust with the lack of legs and falters.
Yeah, it just sort of, like, powers itself up onto its arms to lift up to make your swipe go underneath it. Cody.
I'm going to, you said 30 feet?
30 feet.
Move action, I'm going to activate my bracelets. And then as a standard action, I'm going to do my charge attack. So I'm going to charge him and bull rush him, the one that Merrick's fighting.
Okay. Oh, sorry. He should have gotten an attack of opportunity on you, Merrick, because he is large.
Oh, that's fine.
So he's going to take it. That's probably not it. Nope, that's 19.
Not going to do it.
That's a 34 bull rush.
34 bull rush.
I hope his AC isn't 26.
Yep, you get him.
Perfect. Attack of opportunity, Merrick. Attack
Let's
of opportunity, me. That's a 30 attack of opportunity.
25.
Yep, both those will hit. And he goes back 10 feet.
Yeah.
That's going to be 28 damage from Merrick.
And that's going to be 17 sonic damage from Cody.
That's what we call a combo move.
So he goes skidding 10 feet back, and he does this, like, roar, this guttural roar, but you can tell that, like, sharks don't roar, and it's probably the gorilla side of him trying to do it, and it's real gross to hear. Durrin, as you are standing still and blending with the crowd and surveying the scene, you hear a rumble underneath you, and then the creature that burrowed into the ground comes smashing out from underneath you.
Okay, cool.
You are
I'm getting some Tremor Sense vibes. All right.
gonna take max damage for 17 points of damage.
Okay.
Does a 34 successfully bull rush you?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it has to be 10 over, right? My KAC?
8.
8 over. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
Does it beat it by 5? as well?
No. My KAC is 24, so I think we're...
Okay, perfect. So you see from behind you guys, you have successfully sort of like made an advance on the one shark, and then you hear an explosion of rock underneath as Durrin gets launched up 10 feet. Give me a reflex save, please.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Reflex isn't bad. 26. Definitely took me off guard.
You are okay. You manage to hit a couple of the bricks that have launched up into the air, get your footing, and do sort of like a backflip to land on your feet. So you don't take any additional damage. But now you can see this creature a little better. It looks like it's part bear, but the front half of it almost looks like it's on fire. Like the ends of its fur look like they're just a little bit like glowing embers, and it has this V-shaped horn that comes out of the center of its head, and it's also pulsing with this hot energy, this swirling red fire. And now that you're near it, you can actually feel the heat coming off of it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
If you guys want, you can do a life science check to sort of like try to figure out what animals have been added into this mess.
Sure.
That one I do not have.
I do.
How's a 6?
How's a 19?
All right. So you know that a big part of this is a Defrex.
Of course.
What seems to be like the main body.
It would be.
But then there also seems to be another creature in there that you're not quite familiar with, but you can assume that it has something, it has an affinity for fire.
Okay.
Who am I going to target next? You know, I'm going to go for Merrick. You feel a rumbling under your feet as well. Does a 33 hit you?
It does.
Does it beat your KAC plus 8?
It does.
Okay. You turn around and you see Durrin get launched, and before you can sort of process what just happened, another one erupts underneath you as well. You're going to take 16 points of damage as you get launched up into the air as well. Please give me a reflex save.
23.
You are good. You manage to keep your footing as you land, and you don't fall prone or take any more damage.
This is how me and my mother's worms used to play.
If it comes up right beside me, does it provoke?
Not when it's coming out of burrow. And that's its turn. So it's moved you 5 feet forward, Merrick. It gets to sort of reposition you with its bull rush. So it's the shark, 5 feet, you, it, and then Cody to the left of it. And it's Shark's turn. So the one shark that you guys didn't attack is going to gorilla walk, slamming its fucking big muscular fists into the ground, shattering the stone tiles as it goes, and it's going to take an attack on you, Cody, for a 25.
Yeah.
I assume that doesn't beat your KAC plus 4.
It barely beats it.
Cool. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage as it just reaches over and just cold cocks you across the face. The other one is going to attack Merrick, and it is flanking with the bulldozer. Not good. It misses. Back of the turn, it is Durrin. You have this bull-looking thing right beside you.
Yeah, it's very concerning. I know there's at least 4 of them in the combat total, right?
There's 2 of the bulldozers, and there's 2 sharkrillas.
Okay. I like that you didn't say yes or no to that, and that's ominous as fuck. Okay, I'm going to activate my mirror image. I'm much more squishier than the other lads.
Okay.
And rolled the lowest I could, so there's now 2 Durrins, and I'm going to use my movement to add some distance between me and the shark.
You mean you and the boar?
Bulldozer, sorry.
Okay, it takes a attack of opportunity.
Okay. Acro out of the way.
Yeah, you can attempt to acrobatics for sure.
Okay, yeah, we'll do. I'll attempt acrobatics. We'll just throw that out there real quick. Acrobatics in a way, maybe using the food stand as a means in between us, as I get a 30 on my acrobatics.
The DC is 24, so you manage to avoid its attack of opportunity. You scoot over the fruit stand as it slams into it and smashes it to pieces. And is that your turn?
Yeah. I move standard. We're good.
Merrick.
There's just now 2 Durrins.
All right. I'm going to take a guarded step up into the shark.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make an attack, sort of gaining my ground, picking my fight with the thing I've already injured, and just getting in there.
Cool.
Come on.
It
no!
is flat-footed because I hit it and unbalanced.
That doesn't matter. I rolled a 2 on the dice. So how does 13? How's 13 looking?
It doesn't do it, believe it or not.
Merrick's still shook from all this news. He can't stop thinking about it.
Cody.
Cody is going to full attack the shark that tried to hit him.
You'd have to guarded step in. He's large, so he attack
true.
from 5 feet away.
In that case, Cody is going to 5 foot so that, or I guess you stepped up too, didn't you? Fuck.
So you could full attack the bulldozer.
Yeah, I'll fight the bulldozer. So that is obviously not going to do it. That's a 14.
Nope.
Ooh, Jesus, not great. That's a 21.
That does it, yes.
Cool, perfect. So 17 sonic damage as I just clock it.
And please give me a reflex save.
I will.
What?
Because they're all fiery boys. That's going to suck. That's 13.
Okay.
But if I missed it by 1...
No, you didn't. As you punch it, those like embers that are burning on the edge of its fur erupt into a small inferno exactly where you hit it, almost reactively, and you take 8 points of fire damage.
Perfect.
You just saw how effective I was and just copied it, Dane. That's not fair.
Hey, just don't give me ideas.
Does the effect seem to be spent now, or do I get the idea this is like a constant thing they have?
It looks like as long as those embers are burning, yes.
Cool. That's me.
All right. It is the bulldozer's turn. The one that just hit you is going to, it's going to full attack you as well.
Who's the you?
I believe it's me.
Cody. Yeah, 27 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. That is 12 points of bludgeoning and fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to do it, I don't think. No. So the second one hits. The first one, he manages to just crack you on the top of the head with its, like, the V shape of the horn. And as you stagger back, it tries to take another swipe at you with its claw, but you've recoiled back enough from that first hit that it can't get its claw fully extended for you. The second one is going to, as you have moved away, Durrin, you hear the horn, the flames that are wreathed around it, intensify for a second, and it bows its head and shoots a cone of fire out.
Oh, good. I'm glad I put some distance between us.
Please give me a reflex save.
Okay.
Oh, actually, sorry, no, this is an attack roll.
Oh, well.
This is going to be good. It's a 31 EAC.
Yeah, that definitely, that totally hits him. Engulfed in a cone of flames, cool.
Minimum damage here for 7 points of fire damage as this torrent of flame comes shooting out and obliterates this fruit stand. Okay, it is the sharks. The one who's fighting you, Merrick, is going to again try to take advantage of this flanking. Take 2 attacks. There it is.
Dane, you're bullying us this time.
Welcome to high level play, babies. That is a 30.
Yeah, that will hit.
Does it beat your KC +4?
Yes, it does.
You are going to be grabbed then with this attack.
Be my guest.
Max damage for 19 points of bludgeoning.
Jesus Christ.
Sucker punches you in the gut. It brings both hands down and grabs you around your waist. So you're now being like held in the center of your body by these 2 big shark hands. And then it's going to do its bite. That's 28 to hit.
Yeah, that does it.
All right. Almost minimum damage for 13 points of piercing damage. As it's got you, it just sort of like almost T-Rex style in Jurassic Park, puts its mouth over you and just bites down almost right on top of where it's holding you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're now like in its mouth.
Oh, good.
God, I'm almost out of stamina already.
And the one fighting you, Cody, is going to do the same thing. It's going to try to full attack. Good Lord. Nope. There we go. The second attack is going to be 30 as well.
Yep. To everything.
Okay. Well, this isn't. He missed his grab attack. So this is just going to be a big old bite. That is 17 points of piercing. As it tries to grab you, and when it lunges forward and misses, it just takes a huge bite out of your thigh and seems to be trying to like pull you off balance. Durrin, it's your turn.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to try to keep some type of cover in between me and him as I use my trick attack to kind of like rush and just kind of get around him a bit.
Okay.
Probably toward, yeah, we'll see where it ends up. My stealth is 23.
Not enough.
Yeah, I figured it was a real garbage roll. And then I'll just get my attack off with my Corona laser. There we go. I like that number. 27 to hit.
EAC, yep.
All right, and I got 10 points of damage versus EAC. Yep.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I'm just realizing something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You see the embers on its body.
Yep.
Low.
Yeah, here it is. Fuck. I didn't see the F next to my damage, and
You
I'm
have
upset.
a frost baton.
Yeah, I don't get any bonuses to my damage with it.
All right. It is Merrick's turn.
If I blow up in this shark's mouth, who will I hit? Will I hit Cody, or am I consumed?
Yeah, you'll definitely hit Cody. You'll hit Cody, you'll hit the bulldozer behind you, and you'll hit the... What's your range, 20 feet?
Yes. Yeah.
So mad at myself.
If you want to wait,
You'll also hit the other shark. You'll hit everyone, except for Durrin and the one bulldozer that he's fighting.
Awesome. Can I delay my turn till after Cody?
Sure.
Can I say, Cody, it's that time?
okay.
It's your turn, Cody.
Full attack on the boar.
Okay.
So that's a 28 to hit.
Yes.
And that is going to be 20 points of sonic damage.
Damn, okay.
Nat 20.
Ooh. That misses, unfortunately.
So 33 points of sonic damage, and I'm going to push it 10 feet if he doesn't meet a DC 18 fort save.
Yeah, do fort save? Okay.
And
This is
if he
fort
has
save.
any DR or energy resistance, I bypass it.
He does have energy resistance, but it doesn't apply to you.
Okay.
He got a 22.
Yeah, so he doesn't get pushed, but he takes 33 points of damage on top of the 20.
Yep.
And then swift action, I'm going to teleport back to where I started.
Oh, sick. Yeah, you give him just a solid 1-2, and then it tries to retaliate with another big headbutt, and you're just gone. There's just like a prink, and you appear closer to actually Durrin and the boar he's fighting.
Yeah, and I yell, "Now, Merrick!"
Thank you, Cody. This is another one of our combos.
We did this on purpose.
All planned. And then I need reflex saves.
Oh, yes. So it's going to be 3 of them, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the shark first. He got a... Can't imagine he's 2. He got a 20. The boar got a 17.
Didn't we rule it that if he was inside someone, it didn't matter, the reflex?
He's
we
technically
make
he's not swallowed whole right now.
Oh, true. Sorry.
He's just grappled.
How do you reflex an explosion if he's holding you, Dane? Justify that for me.
I don't know. It feels like he has to let go if he succeeds, you know?
Nah.
Oh, Dane. Oh, you're being a rules boy, not a story boy.
Well, the way I'm seeing it is you're exploding and he's like covering some of your explosion with his like big hands.
All right.
You know?
His fireproof
It's like-
hands. Pretty cool.
It's like covering a grenade, you know?
Yeah,
Which
you'd still
does fuck you up. Historically does fuck you up.
It's my
Get in the
favorite.
comments. Everyone, when they hear this, go in and tell Dane that he's a stickler for the rules.
Get them, boys and girls and everybody.
I don't remember who I was rolling for.
Shark.
Oh, right, the last shark. That is a 24.
Okay, so 1 fails.
Yeah, the bulldozer.
17 fails, yeah. Which is the one I didn't want to fail, but it's 35 damage.
Nice.
Hold on. Yeah, it's real good.
Okay,
Sorry.
so 18 for the 2.
30 damage. I rolled 1 extra dice. Yeah.
Bulldozer number 2. I did he dead. You hit him right on the fucking money.
Hell
So
yeah.
happy.
Combo.
No, this isn't the
Combo.
one that was fighting you, Durrin.
Oh, I know. I'm just
Okay.
happy that there's a decrease in enemies because that's what was
Fair.
scared me more than anything.
Yes. Can I use a movement to try to escape from this grab, or is it a standard action? Like,
That's a
can I do
standard action.
All right.
You know, we're all gonna die. Like, we're gonna party wipe on one of these fights. You know that? Like, not a boss. It's gonna be something like this.
So that brings it up to the borer's turn. As you shoot it, Durrin, that similar sort of like blaze happens around where you hit it,
Yeah.
and it just lets its body get engulfed in fire. So the flames that are wreathed around its horn spread down almost like someone poured gas, like threw gasoline on its body, and it just like covers itself in flame.
I look at Cody since he's near me like, mistakes were made.
Why did we get involved?
It jumps up, and the horn at the front begins spinning, and it bores down through the ground and disappears.
I'm getting I got some Bahamut vibes from that one.
And the two Sharkrillas are, one of them has to move in, the other one is grabbing you. So, actually, you know what? Here's what it's going to do. It's going to try to hit you with this slam to keep grabbing you.
Me?
That is a 27.
Yep, that hits.
It's going to do its damage as its grip tightens around your ribs, and you begin to hear the uncomfortable cracking, and it's going to do 15 points of damage, and when it confirms a grapple, it can, as a reaction, throw you.
Nice.
So it's going to, as it like begins crushing you, it with one hand just sort of tosses you over to the other shark. It's going to throw you 1d4 times 10 feet.
Times 10?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it's just like, so it throws you 10 feet. And you're going to take a d6 damage of throwing. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. You can attempt a reflex save to half this.
I will. Natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only take 3 points
nice.
of damage. However, you do enter into the other shark's threatened range, so it's going to take an attack of opportunity on you. That's 19.
Not gonna do it. You've made a mistake. You should have let me go when you had me in your clutches.
You can see that they look at each other in a way that they say, "This is our combo move." They're dead, soulless shark eyes. The other one that you just got thrown into is going to take a full attack on you. Damn, I've rolled so many fucking 19s and 6s, but that is another 6, so that's not going to hit you.
We'll take
Nice.
the 6s.
That's a 22.
Does not do it.
Okay. As you get thrown, he doesn't have the coordination to sort of like hit you out of the air and is now just kind of flailing as you are dodging around him. It is Durrin's turn.
Okay, since the bulldozer is safely underground and cannot hurt me anymore, I'm going to focus and start moving towards the Sharkrillas, the ones that are fucking up Merrick.
Okay.
Which one's closest to Merrick right now? Whichever one that one is, that's the one I want to try to get in on.
Okay, that is the second one that hasn't really been hit. That's just the one that got fire damage from the explosion.
Okay. I'm gonna use my trick attack. So I like to see. I got a 32.
Yes.
Oh, yes, please. I have a 27 to hit.
Yes.
That's 26 points of damage, fire damage, if that matters for this.
It doesn't.
Cool. And then I need a fortitude save.
Nice.
Okay.
Because we're
Well, that's a natural one.
Oh, they're staggered.
Okay. So Shark 2 is staggered. You hit it with a like pinpoint accurate shot sort of in its gills, and they tear open and begin sort of like flapping, and you can see that it starts going as it begins
I hate
choking.
the visual on this, man. Oh.
Yeah, my gills hurt. I don't even have them.
Can't let you have too many victories.
You can't even let us have one victory.
Even when you win, I gotta traumatize you. Okay, that is your turn.
Yep, that's my turn. I did move closer. I'm not sure how much closer I moved. I'll leave that to you, but I moved closer.
I won't say that you
Enough.
ran into range, so yeah, you're okay. You're just out in the open, kind of. It is Cody's turn.
Move action, like you see like these little like almost like rubber parts like sprout on Cody's body, like pushing its way through like the like cracks in his armor. And then I'm going to charge the one that Durrin just stunned. Or actually, I'm going to charge the other one. And which one's within melee reach of Merrick?
The one that's the staggered one.
All right, I'm going to charge the staggered one and bull rush them.
Cool.
As a move action.
And
That's my
he
standard.
already took his attack of opportunity on Merrick, so you're safe.
Exactly. Oh, that's very much not going to do it. But 23
To hit?
Yeah.
Or to bull rush?
to bull rush.
No, not to bull rush.
Is he flat-footed from getting hit by you as well, Durrin?
No. The stagger kind
Okay.
of overwrites
Yeah.
that for when I do this. I can probably do it next trick attack, but not next.
That's fine. Yeah, I run up and like I try to. I think it's gonna work and just like shove him.
Yeah, and he just like sort of moves like maybe an inch, just like, and then it slowly turns its sharky face to you. Merrick, it's your turn.
All right. Merrick is. So am I. Do I still need to guard step in to fight the shark, or like did I
No.
land close enough to it?
Yeah, the staggered one you are literally right beside.
Finally, I go back into photon mode and we're making 2 attacks. First attack is going to be a miss. Switch to the other dice that's been lucky. This one is going to be 17.
No.
Merrick is not having a good day.
I mean, your mom just died.
Ugh, it's affecting me more than I like it, and I hate it.
Yes, this time it's not that you're missing, it's just like it's so preoccupied with this gill injury that you're slashing it and it's not even registering its damage. It is the borer's turn. Once again, Durrin, you hear a
Yeah, I figured.
as it smashes up through the ground. And your mirror image unfortunately doesn't apply to this because it has tremor sense.
Yeah.
That's not great though. That is a 22 to hit.
Oh, no, that doesn't
Get
do
your
it.
KAC?
No, my KAC is 24.
Damn. Okay. It smashes through the ground, but you know what's happening now. It's done it before, and you manage to. I'm going to let you 5 foot in any direction. It doesn't really matter for this because there's no one around to like flank you. So you just kind of like hop out of the way as this thing erupts out of the ground again and misses you.
Okay.
It is the shark's turn, and they're going to. The one that is staggered can only take a single attack, so he's going to do that. He's going to try to hit Cody. That is a 29.
Yep, the slam.
Yep. Does it beat KC plus 4?
It does.
Then you are also gribbed.
Okay.
That is going to be 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sure. You see, not all of it goes through as it kind of rebounds off my rubber padding.
Ooh. And he begins doing the same thing. He's got like one hand on your midsection around your waist, and the other one is like on your head, and it feels like you could tell he's trying to tear you in half.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is going to he's going to have to move up, once again flanking you, Merrick.
Yep.
And he's going to try to hit you. This time with his bite, though. Gross. That is a 22 to hit.
Not gonna do it. We can't hit each other. Stalemate.
Yeah, he takes a lunging bite, but ends up just sort of like bonking into the other shark in front of him. Durrin.
Okay. I'm going to use my trick attack on the Bordozer. We're swapping weapons now.
Okay.
We're going to swap to my Gale Baton. I don't get as many bonuses with it, but it does cold damage. So, hopefully a trick attack can get off on it.
Sure.
My stealth is a 26.
On the money.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dice Gods. Thank you. And I am going to be in melee with it as I roll a dirty 20 to hit. It is flat-footed for this attack, though.
You get it.
Nice.
All right. I do 22 points. The 2 points are cold damage.
Okay.
The rest is all precision shit.
You see that when you hit it, the ice that forms around your baton instantly melts, and you just hit it somewhere vital.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
It is Cody's turn.
Swift action teleport out of this guy's hands. Standard action charge him again, bull rush.
Can you just keep doing that?
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, I just zip out of his thing, and then you just see me fucking running full speed at him again. Nat 20.
Damn.
Yes.
Bull rush of 40.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so 15 feet.
And I'm going to need a fort save.
Okay. That is a 24.
Okay, so just 15 feet as I just come in. I'm fucking like... This time I think I just like jumping flank kick him.
Okay, perfect. So Merrick and Cody, you both get attacks of opportunity on this idiot.
All right. And
This is another combo move.
He is flat-footed for one of these.
Okay.
So I don't know which one you want to resolve first.
I will do yours. It makes more sense that your attack.
That's a 27.
Yep.
And then that is 19 points of sonic damage.
Perfect. Merrick?
24.
Yeah, that hits.
31 points of damage.
How do you kill it?
Merrick, in this haze, this daze of this day, just finally something just clicks in him. He gets a little bit of extra rage, of grief, and just finally gets to like go fully through on a strike and just uses every ounce of his strength to sort of do a big chunk as shark blood goes everywhere.
Cody comes running and flying kicks this thing in the top of its face, and you manage to put your sword deep in its belly, but with the force of Cody's hit, it pushes back and the sword just slides right through it as it gets cut in half and just kind of like flops off to the side.
That's our combo finisher move.
Hell yeah. Feel better?
Much better. Let's end this.
Merrick, it's your turn.
All right, so that was the shark next to me. So I'm going to move up to the other shark, I guess.
Yep, you just have to 5 foot because he moved into you.
Yep. Awesome. Then I'll take a guard step, and then I'll make a single attack. 21.
That'll do it.
Finally. 30 points of damage.
How do you kill this one?
Once again, Merrick is just angry. He's confused. Why was Zane there? Why didn't they fight yet? Like, what's going on? Why are there sharks? What is happening? And just going in that flow from taking one big strike and taking it right into another and just continuing that momentum that Cody set up and just ripping into him again.
You guys have almost killed them like exactly on every one of their HPs. It's very weird.
That's
Oh
cool.
yeah.
That's perfect teamwork, Dane. I don't know why you're saying that it is anything but.
Yeah.
We're true professionals. We know exactly how much damage we need to do, and we do it every time with no damage to ourselves.
The final borer, Durrin, you're right next to it.
Sure fucking am.
So it's going to try to gore you. That is a 28.
Oh, that'll do it, Casey, I'm assuming, right?
Oh, wait, you have 2 Durrins, though.
That's right. Odds always hits, baby.
Yep. Roll a D4. That is a 1.
All right. Well, hey, that tremor sense, probably would have hit me anyway.
Oh, actually, you're right. It doesn't need to roll concealment or mischances because it has tremor sense.
Cool. All right. Good talk.
But it hits you anyway. That is max damage for 17 points of fire damage, bludgeoning and fire damage, as it just sideswipes you with its horn.
Okay. Is the horn still on fire?
It's technically not, but it's still taking fire damage because he's on fire.
Oh, I was asking.
Yeah, no, the flames have wreathed him instead of just his horn now. Okay, it is your turn, Durrin.
Oh, man, I'm hating this fight. I'm hating it. My cold damage doesn't go through, and my burn damage probably just makes it stronger. So that's everything I can do. But we're gonna keep the baton going. We're gonna keep doing that one because I feel like I don't want to enrage it, quote unquote. So we'll do a trick attack, maybe like slide underneath its legs.
It has legs, yeah.
Okay.
It's on 4 legs.
Oh, nat 20 on the stealth for a 40.
Yeah.
And a natural one. No, I'm kidding. It is a 17.
Yes.
18 points of damage.
Okay. Once again, just being close to it, your Gale baton, you give it a couple shakes trying to get like that, what is it, nitrogen that freezes?
Yeah,
going in it, but it's just so hot, and you do 18 points of damage. You slide under it and hit it just like right in its soft, tender underbelly.
Mm-hmm. Just where I like it.
Cody's turn.
How far am I from this thing?
Are you trying to bull rush it?
No, I'm just trying to, well, maybe, but I want to see how far I am.
You can't guarded step to it, so
Okay.
like 20 feet, maybe 15.
Perfect. Then I guess I will bull rush it. It's a 38.
Yes, so that's gonna do 10 feet.
Perfect. As I just again, how small is that's large too, right?
It's large.
I think maybe as it curls around where the delicate spot, it lifts itself up a little bit from the ground. I just get under it and hurl it. And then I'm going to take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Durrin, you can also take an attack of opportunity because you have melee weapon out.
Oh shit! I do. It doesn't matter.
Oh, right.
It's
Yes.
only cold damage at that point, and that's not going to help this.
Maybe you'll crit. I got a 24 to hit.
24 does it, yep.
And that is going to be 17 points of sonic damage.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to take your advice now. I'm going to roll just in case it's a crit. Man, real close. I got rolled a 19, so you know what? Let's just roll the damage. I know it doesn't matter. I'm going to roll it anyway. 25 to hit on my end.
Yep.
And 5 points of cold damage for him to ignore.
You just hear like a... It doesn't do anything.
I had to try.
Merrick, it is your turn. The board dozer looks like a animal monstrosity version of you. It's wreathed in fire, and it's frantically sort of taking swipes with its horn at Durrin and Cody.
Is there a way for me to get in there and approach it so that we're flanking it?
I did just toss it 10 feet, so...
Yeah, so if I say it's 20 feet, it's now 30 feet away. So you'd have to be able to move, 50 feet around it?
Okay, that's fine. I'll just move. I'm still able to move up and take an attack, correct?
Yes, you can get into range. It will take its attack of opportunity on you.
Sure, be my guest.
That is a 26.
That will do it.
For 11 points of bludgeoning and fire damage.
I'm into my health. All right, Merrick is just going to try to end this thing, put it out of its misery with a 28 to hit.
Yes.
With 28 points of damage.
Unfortunately, that isn't exactly his HP, so...
Oh. So it's
now
still
you have
alive?
to start... You need to cure it back down. How do you finish it?
Merrick's just on this path of grieving violence, so he's just going to let out a scream and just bring his sword down, and hopefully it hits, and in this case it does, and he just deals that last blow.
Do you think your mom would be proud?
I don't know.
And I'm the one who traumatizes people. Durrin's on your team.
Just asking. Just generally.
You drive your blade through the thick part of the V-shaped horn that connects to its head. It slows down for a second, and then it just keeps burning through it until you get right through its head, and it collapses down onto its side. And you see the Imperial man standing on the roof raise his hand up, and he grabs onto a wire, and he zips into the ship, and he looks down, and he says, "We will claim Casimir once again." The hatch slides shut, and it begins flying off. As it flies off and it leaves sort of the city limits, 3 ships come flying overhead from the other direction and begin absolutely peppering it with blaster fire and missiles. And you see the ship explode from the back half and crash into the desert as the 3 circle back around and do sort of two break off and do sort of a perimeter sweep as the slightly larger of the 3 ships hovers over the town square. And once again, a hatch opens up and a Kasatha man comes rappelling down into the courtyard and begins surveying the situation. And he's wearing a military or Ministry of Defense uniform.
Do we trust this?
Let's slowly back away into the crowd.
Yeah, I agree.
Give me some stealth checks.
Oh, well, sorry, boys.
31.
Unnatural 20.
12.
Okay. Cody got 12. All right. Okay, Durrin.
I think Cody tries to teleport away. He just clicks his bangles and then tries to walk.
Durrin, you are unseen. So if you don't want to be a part of this, I will let you scamper away elsewhere.
Oh, no, I'll be a part of it. If everyone else got seen, I'll get involved. Let's do it.
Yeah, you guys are covered in fucking shark blood and you're singed. So this Kasatha lands into the center of this little plaza and looks around, and he immediately clocks Merrick and Cody, and he walks over to you. And he's wearing a pretty simple Ministry of Defense uniform, but he has a black cloth wrapped around the sort of the elongated head of a Kasatha, and his mouthpiece is covered by a black bandana. He's got small sunglasses that cover his eyes.
Nope.
Okay, the small sunglasses are pretty rad.
And he's got a rifle on his back and 2 revolvers around his hips.
Are you sure you haven't watched anime?
We're in a western town. He's a cowboy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, man, sus as hell.
He walks on over to you, his spurs of his boots jingling with every step, and he places a casual hand on his right gun, not in a threatening way, but just seems to be his idle stance. And he looks at you and he says, "Now, would I have to assume this is your handiwork?"
Yes, that is us.
Nice shooting up there, partner.
Oh, thank you. It's all really the computers that do the work these days.
Merrick, this is Dalton.
Gentlemen,
And
you were,
Arnold.
Guys, please. Y'all were system-wide fugitives for a good chunk of time, and I am part of the Ministry of Defense. I know exactly who you are.
No, I wasn't. I'm Dalton.
He's laughing. He's like, Merrick just starts laughing. He's like, I don't know why we thought that would work. We've had a rough couple of days.
It was a poorly formulated plan in the ship. It
Yeah.
didn't pan out well. Let's just say.
No, Merrick.
Cody's just
this is-
frowning. He's like, always works in the movies.
I'm sorry, Cody and Durrin, as you obviously know, Mr. Sergeant, Captain, Corporal, Commander.
There it is. Vorak Zwind. And he reached out all 3 arms to shake your hands simultaneously.
Pretty
while
cool.
keeping one
Nice.
on
Okay.
his hip.
Pretty rad.
Well, Vorak, if there's anything else you need from us, contact our ship, but we'll just be getting out of your hair.
Well, I do have just one quick question. What the hell happened? Why is there a shark in the desert?
Sonodan's ship landed. He did a bad speech. Man threw a tomato. He caught a tomato. Not that hard to dodge a tomato. And then he released 4 cages, 2 of them being shark gorillas, and the other 2 being these weird ground bears.
Bit of an overreaction.
Did he happen to say his name at all? I didn't catch it.
Oh, the Sonodan guy? No, I don't believe so.
No. When you say the thing about the tomato, he tilts his glasses down a little bit and looks at the vendor immediately. And he just looks and he says, Tom, did you exacerbate a bad situation with the Sonodan ship by throwing a tomato at the man? And you see the vendor just like bow his head in shame. And he's like, I've told you about this. And he turns his attention back to you.
I thought it was pretty badass, Tom.
He puffs his chest up a bit and Vorak says, please do not encourage this man. Do you know how many times I have to come down here and have to diffuse a situation he's sort of set on fire because of his produce trajectories?
No, but I would very much like to know how many times.
Wait, is this is a consistent issue?
Not the Sononans. I'm speaking
No, I mean the
more.
tomatoes. The tomatoes.
It's not always tomatoes. Sometimes it's an onion.
Tom, do you want to join our crew?
No.
Anyway, tomatoes and produce aside. Yes, you had something else you wanted to say to us. Sorry, we told you what happened. Now are we free to go? I'm having a very bad, terrible day.
I apologize to hear that, Merrick. No. That's fine. If it was a Sonodan ship, he came down, did a speech. What exactly was his speech? Sorry, I feel like that's the only thing I need to know.
They're going to come and take over Castle Mall, or Uceron at first, and then he said Castle Mall as a whole.
Oh, the Empire is...
Yeah, they may have declared war. That may be something.
Yeah, it might not be the full empire. It could just be the work of like one rogue agent at this point.
Yeah, you probably need to go out to that crash site and get some evidence to see if you could figure out who sent it, but...
He did kind of seem like an asshole, so...
I mean, that is kind of Imperial MO. They're all kind of assholes. All right, great. Thank you, gentlemen. Once again, thank you very much for your intervention here. A lot of people could have got hurt if it wasn't for you. It seems like bad luck follows you, but it also seems like you're quite ready to intervene and stop bad things from happening to others. So in this scenario, I'm glad that you were here. Thank you.
You're welcome, Vorak. Commander Vorak.
Just the right crew in the wrong place.
That seems to be our bit.
He nods and he says, I'm going to do a little bit of investigation here to see what I can't figure out. If you do need me, he pulls out a sort of like little hollow card and hands it to you. And it's like a contact chip that you can put into your communication devices to install his info. He says, feel free to reach out. I know you have a lot on your plate, but if you need a hand with anything or if any more information comes to light, I'm happy to assist you in any way that I can.
Thank you, Vorak.
He nods and he sort of readjusts his belt holster a little bit with a slight jingle, and he begins sort of like checking in on the people in the plaza and taking a look at your handiwork. He seems particularly impressed by the one shark that's cut in half.
I surreptitiously fist bump Merrick.
Yeah, Merrick's all about it.
Combo.
We should actually come up with actual ones instead of just doing it on the fly.
Wait, that was... I thought you were all serious. I thought I missed like a training session or something.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, me and
Both
Cody
of you
watched...
roll me bluff checks right now. Durrin, roll me a sense
Oh
motive.
my god, I'm so good at bluff checks when I don't need to be. That's a 19, which of course is -2, so 17.
22 on my sense motive.
Oh yeah, you get us both.
Oh, you lying bastards.
Damn it. Thought I had you.
We fought together a lot. It's just innate talent.
So what do you need, Merrick? Where do you want to go?
I think we still have half a bottle of whiskey at Dusty's, and I also would like a shower to get the shark blood off me. So maybe, I don't know. I don't feel like going back to the ship tonight. Let's see if Dusty has a hotel room that we can just rent for a decent price.
Do you have a number in mind? A number of drinks? Because I'll go get them. We'll put them in front of you. Whatever you need, you say, we'll get them, and we'll do it.
Let's go check in with Dusty. We still have some questions for him anyway, so.
Okay. Are you hungry? Because Tom has some pretty good looking stuff over there. Want me to grab you some?
Yeah, do you want to get me, like, an apple?
I will note that Durrin did use it as cover, and it has been incinerated.
Yeah, it's not in a good spot.
Well, someone make sure we add Tom to our Christmas card list.
For sure.
Just to
Is that
say
code for the
sorry.
crew?
No, can't say it's code for the crew.
We did get reprimanded for not recruiting enough people.
I got reprimanded for trying to. I can't do anything right.
It's a very confusing situation.
We'll find a crew member this time.
Well, we do have that fourth class. Maybe we invite Tom with us.
Fine.
Am I the only one that doesn't want to invite Tom?
No, I also don't want to invite Tom.
We're not inviting Tom.
Tom is like 5 feet behind you.
Oh, no!
Sorry, Tom. Not this time. They don't want you, but maybe next time.
No!
Don't
Tom
worry,
looks
Durrin.
down at his destroyed shack or his destroyed fruit cart, and he just says, "Yeah, nobody ever wants old Tom." And he begins cleaning up his produce.
Don't worry, Durrin. I'm sure there's a different way you could apologize for that later. I walk into the bar.
Hey, Dusty, we're back.
Did Cody just do a sarcasm?
I think Cody just did a sarcasm.
Okay.
I'm learning.
Your seats are still saved. There's like little coasters on the top of your glasses to indicate that you will be back. But Dusty is furiously like swinging around and serving. Even though he does have staff now, he seems to be doing a lot of the work himself as well.
All right, we can come back to Dusty. I feel like
If you need him for something, you can flag him down. But he's not around for like idle chat.
no, it's fine. I don't think. All I want to do is ask him if anything was left here for me. When I have a chance.
Yeah, he swings back behind the bar and he takes a look and he says, nope, it doesn't seem like doesn't seem like there's anything left here for you.
That man who set you up for success that night.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen him since?
I can't say that I have. He was a real mysterious stranger in the night type.
He was. All right, thanks, Dusty. If we want to get a hotel room, do I do that with you or over there?
No, just head on in. The reception and concierge will set you up real good. Also, hold on. And he taps something in on the console on his chair, and he says, first night's telling me.
Thanks, Dusty. I really appreciate it. I'll come back down to spend some time and when I have the chance, okay?
He nods and then, zips off.
Okay. Let's go bring the whiskey with us to the hotel room and I could just use a sit down.
Anything you need, man.
While we're settling into the room, can I shoot Vale a message? Because I don't think we got around to that last episode.
Sure.
It could be like, there's an android on your tail. Name of Mr. Wire. Might be my fault. Sorry, Cody. Watch your back. In brackets, big silver ship.
You send it off, and about like a minute later, you get a like return to sender being like, this message could not be delivered.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, if you guys think of any other way to reach him, let me know, because that was all I got.
I think we just got to consider that contact burned for the time being.
Yeah. So can we get one big room with 3 beds?
Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Sleepover.
The classic triple queen.
Triple
Oh, yeah.
And from here, you actually get like a pretty good view of not only Gentino, but also sort of the surrounding area and that big quarry that's in the center of the city. It seems like it has tried to be, despite the fact that it is an industrial quarry, you can see that it has like almost like a tourist section set up around it. There's like really nice sort of viewing towers to look down into it. And then you see out into the desert in the distance. You can see a fairly large, what looks like ranch or farm. And you can see those big metallic spikes that run the length of Gentino and like further down.
Is it Emberheart Ranch?
I don't know. It would be a good guess.
Fair.
So tonight, I guess we rest. But what should we do next? What's the consensus?
Can I give you a hug?
Yes, Cody, you can give me a hug.
I give him a big hug.
Roll for hug, please.
Aw, do I get a bonus?
Your
I
strength.
think it's -2 from your charisma.
I'm extra like comfy because I'm still rubber padded. It's a 10.
It's a absolutely serviceable hug.
Thanks, Cody. I just can't believe she's gone. Not that I think I miss her, but it's like I've gone through a personal paradigm shift. You know, like the big bad is done.
I can't imagine how I'd feel if I lost half of Alpha.
Yeah, there was a rumor that my mother was able to talk to a sandworm that was as long as the desert.
That's a big sandworm, I think.
Yeah.
How long's the desert?
Very big, very vast. It was always a rumor that you could talk to some kind of god of worms. But that's the kind of person she was. She was, I don't know, I feel like it's just been like a new light's been shown that she was mortal.
Yeah. Well, you have part of her in you. You could talk to worms too.
A little bit, yeah. All that matters is when Zane comes back, if he brings violence, we bring it back.
I think we have to ask this question right now, Merrick. Do you want us involved in this fight?
Oh, no. If I'm going to be excommunicated from this family officially, why would I care about tradition? Unless
Okay.
it's personal. But if it comes down to it, only one of us is going to walk away.
I will gladly punch your brother.
When I left my family, not to be corny, but I left it for this one. This freedom, this camaraderie is very different than prayers and history lessons and abuse and training and being locked in a closet. What we get to do, even though the last couple of weeks have been very stressful, we've had fun and we found those moments. We've had a pose off. We ate, drank milkshakes.
Fucking pose off.
We hung out in Goa. We went to the spice market. We've had fun even in the bad times,
With a
Whereas,
very nice shopping trip, you and me.
yeah, great
I like
time.
how you triggered both of them with like the pose offs and the spice market. Just
Merrick had a great time. I was just standing there being like, "Ooh, look how much fun my friends seem to be having."
Okay. If you want us in this fight, Merrick will be in it with you, okay? I didn't know if there was like an honor thing of like one-on-one or anything like that, so.
Oh,
just
I'm
wanted to make
done.
sure.
I'm done playing by my family's silly rules. They always seem to
Okay.
put me at a disadvantage. Why would I play by a system that clearly wants me to lose?
That's okay. I don't like to fight fair.
I also don't know if this is something that's going to happen tomorrow or the next day or a week from now or a month from now or a year from now. Who knows? I would assume soon. But
He was weirdly vague.
about everything. Once again, it's very unsettling that he wouldn't even tell me what happened.
Maybe he was just being petty.
Is there any disgrace for you not being a part of the family anymore?
I don't know. I'm the first of Umana's children to break tradition. So technically, yes, I could be a stain on the family. I get it. I'm a little shocked that it's such a big deal that he would come here himself to sort of deal with it so close after mother dying. But,
Well, he must have been here already.
well, I don't know. I truly don't understand.
There's no way even if he was able to find us, there's no way he would have been able to get here at the exact same time. That seems very coincidental at best. He doesn't know Azan, does he?
I doubt it. Him and Azan are like oil and water. Anyway, let's focus on what we came here to do. The military base. They're clearly a lot more secured than I thought they were going to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how helpful Vorak's contact is going to be, but we have it now.
Yeah, but he could be in on it, right?
It could be.
I think tomorrow we get up, we just explore the city, sort of get a vibe of what's happened here in the last year. Maybe if we're able to get out to the ranch or to go up and have a look, we'll take the opportunity to do so just to have an idea of what's going on before we make a move. I think we have to understand what has changed and why it's changed.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll see about if I can find any info on it while we're out there tomorrow.
Yeah, we might need to split up and just browse around. Apparently when the three of us are together, something terrible happens.
Don't worry, it'll happen when we're apart too.
You're right, Cody.
Azan said he'd meet you here. Do you know where?
I don't know if he said, did he say he'd meet me or did he say I would figure out if I came back here?
Oh,
I
I
don't
don't know. I kind of forget what you told me.
I
But-
forget what even happened today.
it was pretty ambiguous, but it did seem to imply that like he would be here.
So maybe he'll find me if I separate myself again.
I have someone to find too. Would you guys be able to help me with that?
Sure, yeah.
His name is Shane. He's a grumpy gardener. That's all I got.
There's no plants here, Cody, so I don't know why he would be
Any
here.
last name? Anything? Anything we can work off.
Do
What
I
does
know
he
his,
look like?
Do I know his last name, Dane?
No.
What does he look like?
Grumpy gardener.
Give us a little bit more than that.
And Cody describes him perfectly.
Grumpy Gardener. I didn't think that would fit so well. Yeah, but you're right, Grumpy Gardener. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it makes perfect sense. Really? He's got really big eyebrows?
Very bushy. It's ironic, see?
Caterpillars, I think you said.
Which are also one of his biggest foes in the garden.
Hello, Space GM Dane here to do the things. This is going to be a quick break, not because of the usual reasons that I usually say, but because I'm tired. And this is the last thing I have to do before I get the sweet, sweet release of sleep. First and foremost, we hope you're enjoying the episode. Second, we have a bunch of new stuff available on the Patreon. The month has changed over, which means there's a whole new world primer for you to get your hands on. This month, it is Surth. It includes things like a description of all of the levels, the construction of Surth, how it originally came to be, and there is a stat block for a certain vermin vigilante, aka the Rat Man. So if you wanted to terrorize your players with that little treat, it is all over there for you. It is available at the Durrin's respect level at our Patreon. On top of that, we have just started our Boss Rush event, which means every month I will be releasing a stat block with bonus information on the bosses that the boys have fought. This month, the very first entry into the Boss Rush is our very first boss and fan favorite, Boomer. So if you want a brief biography and background on Boomer, there are 3 different stat blocks for different difficulty levels of Boomer, depending on where you want to insert him into your campaign, tips on how to bring him to life in your story, and an encounter guide on the best way to use Boomer for the optimal effect. That is available for any tier of the Patreon. So every month, any tier, as long as you are a member of our Patreon, you have access to whatever boss rush. However, the catch is the bosses are only available for 1 month. So after the end of April, Boomer will be gone forever. You'll never get him again. And when May comes, you will get a new boss. If you want to join the Patreon and support the show, we would greatly appreciate it. Head on over to noquestcast.com, click the Patreon link, or head on over to patreon.com/noquestcast. Speaking of noquestcast.com, while you're investigating the Patreon, why not click the Discord link and join our Discord as well? We have some of the best people there. I can't stop gushing about how amazing our community is, and it would only be better with you in it. So once again, head on over to noquestcast.com, click the Discord link, and join us. We would love to have you. And now, back to the episode. You guys can heal up. You can get your stamina back. Any daily uses of things back in the mix of stuff.
We got to roll for our Jenny abilities.
Yes, roll for your Jenny abilities.
I'm so glad you remember that. No, I would forget.
1d6, right?
1d4.
Oh my
I keep
gosh.
rolling a 1, and I'm okay with that.
I rolled
That's
a 3.
inspiration, right?
Yeah.
I got a 2.
1 is Rocker Inspiration, 2 is Thick Skin. You can heal 3d6 plus your level and stamina. And 3 is Practice Makes Perfect. Treat a skill check as 10.
Perfect. Thank you, Cody.
Yep. I got it. Sorry, I muted myself.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, you guys check out, and as you guys are checking out at the concierge, you notice that there is a man in a dark blue shirt with an embroidered rose on each of the sides, like over the collarbone area, and he's wearing black jeans, and he has a long black duster coat and a black cowboy hat tipped over his face, and he's leaning on one of the pillars beside the door, and it is very obvious that he is watching you.
Cody, this seems like one of your movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got this.
Do your thing.
Howdy, partner. Who the fuck are you looking at?
He tips his hat up so you can see his face, and he has a chiseled jawline, a 5 o'clock shadow, and he's got a toothpick in his mouth, and he takes it out and he says, I thought I was gonna hate you, but I think I like you.
You've got a nice face.
Thank you. And he kind of looks past Cody at Merrick and Durrin and just says, my boss heard about what you did in the plaza yesterday, and they were quite impressed. They're interested in thanking you for keeping the town safe, and also perhaps giving you some work.
We could always use work. Who is your boss, if you don't mind us asking?
They're the proprietor of the ranch in town.
And that doesn't sound like an answer.
Is it Contra?
God, no. No, we are the furthest thing from Contra. No, no.
Then hey, we would love to be more familiar with this with Gentino. It's so yeah, I'm on board. How does everyone else feel?
Why not?
We were going to visit the ranch anyway. What's your name?
Cathan Wasi. And he extends out a hand, and it's a human man.
Would you describe your boss as a grumpy gardener?
I would not. No.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You took that question very well. I appreciate that.
It must be really hard dealing with us.
It might true.
Hey, gentlemen, insufferable.
Have you already taken back the thing about maybe not liking me?
He smiles and just says, "No, I do well with difficult people."
Great. Let's go.
As he turns around, you see that over his shoulder, he has a pretty gnarly looking lever action rifle.
That's
Nice.
a really cool gun.
He looks over his shoulder and just gives you a wink and then puts the toothpick back in his mouth and walks outside to where there's a car waiting.
Hey guys, this guy's cool as fuck.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck. See, this is the kind of character you should ask to join our crew later on.
Yeah, we should
Not a
see.
man.
Actually, yeah, I
We'll
agree on
pitch
that
him and
one.
Tom against each other, and I'll start a list, and we'll see who comes up at the end.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't
it's-
ask him yet because we're still like dealing with our relationship. But once we establish it, we'll make him and Tom fight to the death or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, as far as I know, the only thing on the checklist is not adorable animals, so I think we're good.
so far it's 1-1. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
As you guys walk out into the plaza, Cathan is buying a apple from Tom, and they do a little secret handshake and then a quick embrace, and he does a quick like flip of the apple, like he's tossing around, and then like catches it and takes a big bite as he gets in the car.
Hey, so Catherine, you and Tom seem to know each other.
Oh yeah, we're tight as hell, thick as thieves.
He seems pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What would you say? How would you describe Tom?
God damn it.
He looks at you and says, "Just get in the goddamn car."
I'm in the car.
In the car, yep, jumping in.
Ugh, god damn.
He's like, I don't know. Tom's a good guy. Real go getter. He started that produce stand all on his own. He sources locally grown fruits, organic. They're tasty as hell. And he takes another big bite of his apple.
I had a second mark in the Tom column.
The ride out of Gentino takes you past the quarry, and you can see a glowing substance, veins of it, and you can see that there are extractors working to remove it, and it's being shipped up and down, and there just seems to be a hive of activity. As you pass it, it's actually quite beautiful. And you can see that there are a bunch of like kind of tourists all pressed, their faces pressed up against the glass that protects the exterior wall, all looking down into it. And he drives past it and quickly leaves Gentino and out into the countryside. And Merrick, you were pretty fucked up, but you start to recognize some of the locations out here. And about halfway, you pass by the scorched wooden remains of the Grant summer home.
Catherine, can you do me a quick favor?
Yeah, what's up?
Can we pull over for a second?
Yeah. And he pulls over and stops the car.
Can you give me 15 minutes?
He looks at the watch and he's like, yeah, I guess we can, if you could make that 10, it would be better, but yeah.
It could be quicker. I'll be right back. As Merrick heads up to the burnt down remains of the house.
Yeah, there is there's two like markers there for Sebastian Grant and Doris Vane Grant.
So it looks like, as I imagined it, nothing's like.
It looks like if you like your memory of it on fire.
Yeah.
It looks like it is just like somewhat, you could Photoshop like fire on top of it and would look exactly the same. It looks like it has been completely undisturbed, other than these two fairly unremarkable tombstones.
Am I able to go into the house?
You could, but it's like there's, half a doorway and the rest is just sort of rubble. Like the upstairs is completely gone and collapsed in on itself. So you could definitely get into the bones of it, but there isn't much of a house left. Like there's no walls, there's no roof, there's nothing.
Did Cody and Durrin, you guys come with me or just stay in the car?
I figured I'd stay by the car.
If
Unless
you wanted us to come, we would have come, but I wasn't. I think we weren't sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Cody and Durrin up real quick.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
This is where it really started. This is where Asin killed the old guild master.
Do you think there's a clue here?
I don't know.
If there was going to be a meeting spot for him, it'd be this place, wouldn't it?
Oh, this is where my life changed. This is where I decided to change, to follow my own path. This is really that day where I helped Asin burn this house down. My greatest sin and a big pivot. But nothing. I don't see him. I don't see anything out of place. I'm gonna put my hand on the tombstone to sort of apologize to Sebastian and Doris, but we know it's here, so if we feel like we need to come back, we can always come back.
You hear a honking in the distance.
I mark 1 down on the Cathan scale.
I'm just imagining a pros and cons list over there.
So far, it's 2-0.
All right, let's go back.
We can always come back, man.
Yeah, we can always come back.
It's been a lot for you, Merrick. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay. You guys are with me. It makes it easy. Let's go to this ranch. Maybe they have horses.
I believe they have weird horses. At least my notes from last session say that.
Yes, you know that some of the advertisements it's like they're these weird, like long snouted horse creatures, but they're covered in like bright feathers, like bright plumage. Think like horse chocobos.
Okay, I was about to say horse chocobos. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back. So we go back to the car, and sorry, thank you, Catherine, for waiting. My apologies. I was here once before, and I was just going down memory lane.
He nods and says, all right, well, if we can get going, let's do it. And he starts driving again. You guys arrive at Emberheart Ranch, and there is a huge wrought iron gate around what seems to be sort of like the main premises, and then there is a wooden gate sectioning off sort of the ranch proper where all the animals are. And you see these feathered horse creatures running around and grazing, and there's a bunch of workers sort of like moving them from one pen to another and feeding them and grooming them. There's like a hose down station over in the back corner, but in front of you is this long stretch of beautiful, intricate cobblestone that leads down towards a white sort of colonial era house. It is a large 2-story home with the sort of columned veranda. There's a rocking chair on the porch, and there are those large sagging weeping willows that line the path up the way. There's a beautiful garden surrounding the house, the perimeter of the house, and above the gate it says Emberheart Ranch in this beautiful script out of the iron. And Catherine pulls up to the roundabout in front of the house and stops the car and gets out.
Y'all got a nice homestead.
It is, sort of like a little bit of a jewel in the desert, in my opinion.
How long have you been here for?
I mean, the Emberheart Ranch was established not too long ago, about when the boom of Gentino happened, and a lot of that is thanks to the lady.
The lady?
Yes, Lady Emberheart.
All right, let's go meet Lady Emberheart.
Absolutely. Come on in. And he walks up the porch and opens these beautiful black and gold double doors. And the first thing you noticed is how cold the AC is in this house. It's refreshing from the Uceron heat. And once you're inside, he quickly closes the door behind you. And he says, we're not paying to cool the outside, you know?
That's what my father used to say.
Same. He says, she'll be waiting in the parlor upstairs. Follow me. And he walks up, and inside there are these 2 curved staircases that lead up to a small little balcony that then wrap around the house. You can see through to the far end there is a exquisitely decorated dining room, and through that are these big French doors that lead out into a garden, and then off to the side are some other rooms that you can't really see into, but Catherine is walking up the staircase. What would you like to do?
Follow him up?
Yeah, I think I'm just, looking around as we as we follow him up. Actually, yeah, maybe a perception check. I think I get that little bit of a hint on that. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Merrick will do one too, because it's curious why the Emberheart name wasn't something he knew about when he was here last.
Yeah, 24 for me on my perception.
Okay.
Natural 1. I don't see anything.
He's probably got a really good ass, and he's walking up the stairs in front of us. So,
Durrin, as you're walking up, you see that there seems to be a lot of photos of similar to things what you saw in Aster's office, like home, like Earth stuff. There's a lot of like old Earth memorabilia.
Interesting. Okay.
Maps. There's like some movie posters, but they're like antique. They're like from the 1920s. The frames probably cost 100 times more than what these things are worth. But it definitely seems to be some Earth nostalgia here. And Catherine reaches up to the top of the stairs and opens these 2 double doors, and they slide open with a hiss. And he says, please, quickly, and ushers you inside.
Is this room colder? I'm getting that vibe now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like a steam actually like comes out from the change in temperature. And this room, like the interior of the house is already quite cold, like goosebump level cold. And he ushers you in quickly. And as you enter in, he closes it behind with another like... And the change in temperature from the house to this room is drastic. It is quite literally freezing in here. There is buildup of ice on some of the beautiful wooden furniture, and you can see your breath, and it's hard not to shiver as Catherine walks over to a coat hanger near the door and throws on a big fur-lined coat. And in the corner of the room, there is a plexiglass chamber, and sitting inside of it on a big wooden chair with a velvet cushion is a woman who is knitting with her back to you. And Catherine says, Lady Emberheart, the gentleman that you wanted to see are here. And she stands up, and her red hair is pulled back into a ponytail, and she sort of lets it loose, and you see that half of her hair is this brittle white. It looks like if you touched it, it would break. And she turns around, and she is covered in burns, her entire body, and the right side of her face is practically gone. She slides open the door to this plexiglass chamber, and you can see her cringe and wince in pain as she enters, and you can tell that that room was even colder. And Merrick, the red hair is a distinctive sign of a woman that you've seen before. And the last time you saw her, she was bleeding out on the floor.
Oh no.
Of the Grant Summer home. And she looks at you, and she says, What's the matter, Merrick? It looks like you've seen a ghost.